I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style. Today, I've got a tip for the traveling man. Always carry an emergency sewing kit. All right, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. By doing that, these videos will come right to you. In addition, if you like this, if you find it useful, please like it down below. And don't forget to grab our free 47-page ebook, awesome ebook. I suggest you grab it. Okay, the traveling sewing kit, something that you've maybe heard of, but you've never seen. Well, stop everything. If you are traveling right now, if you are on the road, if you are near a fine hotel, if you're near an average hotel, why don't you just go ask the person working the desk and ask them nicely, but say, hey, do you have an emergency traveling sewing kit I may have, please? And lo and behold, they're probably going to give you something like this. And these are awesome. These are lifesavers. And I'll just give you a quick story. I was traveling throughout Chicago going to a conference when I first started my company. And it was pretty embarrassing, but as a custom clothier, I had a shirt that was one of my favorites, but I had not worn a tie with it for a year. And I go to button that the morning of the conference, and I drove probably 4.5 hours to get there. So it was early when I left, and I didn't put the tie on when I left. And my shirt collar had shrunk. I don't know how it happened, but yes, my shirt collar shrunk. That's all we're going to say. And needless to say, it was like by 1/2 inch. And I just needed to move. I knew I needed to just move that button, and I would get something that would work for the day, or take a safety pin and put it together. You can find ways to rig this up here. But in any case, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what can I do? What are my steps going to be? I realized this conference is in a hotel. I went down to the bottom of the hotel. I asked the people working at the desk nicely, and lo and behold, I believe they actually gave me this sewing kit right here. There's a lot of them, I think Gilchrist and Soames, they make a lot of these, so there's a good chance you could have a Gilchrist and Soames. I don't know a whole lot about the company. I think it's just a fancy sounding name. But in any case, they gave me one just like this, and I went into the bathroom and just cut off asked for a pair of scissors as well, and simply cut it, re-sewed it, moved it over just a bit, and lo and behold, the rest of the day, it worked like a charm. So little emergencies like that, when you get a little tear in the seam, anything you can think of, you lose a button, many fixes can be fixed, because what you're going to find in this emergency sewing kit is usually a number of types of thread, probably 3 to 6 needles, 2 to 4 buttons, and a safety pin. And really, that's all you need to release the inner MacGyver when it comes to clothing. And this can fix a lot more than clothing. So I'll just leave it up to your imagination, but there are many things that anytime it tears or breaks, that having an emergency sewing kit is going to save the day. And again, you don't have to be staying in that hotel. They've got these things lying around, and I'm not saying to, every time you're going by a hotel, stop in and just grab one. Although maybe I am saying that. That'd probably be a good idea. But in any case, every time I travel now, I make sure to grab one. I've probably got 10 to 15 of them lying around. And so I always have one hidden in my luggage whenever I'm flying anyone. I have one in each of my vehicles. And you would be surprised. Actually, we used one at my brother's wedding down in Nashville, Tennessee. And my wife, really good. We had a 30-minute drive out to the wedding. And one of the groomsmen, his suit was, these were rented, and it was just so big on him. It was just the wrong size. And my wife took it right there and with the emergency sewing kit, made the adjustments on the suit. She shortened the sleeve length by a good 1.5 inches. She opened up the jacket and brought it in with an emergency sewing kit. And my wife is not a seamstress, but she's good with needle and thread. She probably could be one. And it just goes to show that, we're human beings. We can figure things out. Don't underestimate yourself and get that emergency sewing kit. Okay. This has been Antonio Centeno with Real Men Real Style. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.